this lock right here is whenever you take this one off. So this is the only lock to your bay, really. So when you unlock it, I just clip it on there, and you don't have to relock it. It's just 3 days later. Where'd you put the lock?
Right.
So when we had the water leak, the two bottom corners got rotted out a little bit. They were probably already started.
Mm-hmm.
And so I cut 2 pieces of board this morning, and I didn't bolt them in yet because it's still drying. Like, we took the trailer out spring break, no water. Yeah. So this is very recent. We caulked this, and so what I would do is I would put, there's good board here, is I would just screw that in with 4 screws, and then I would take some expanding foam and just squirt it, because you can see see the pavement right there. I would just squirt some expanding foam right through here, and then you're good.
All right.
I mean, it's a 20-year-old tree. We never promised it would be perfect. Don't record that.
Okay, no. Did Melissa tell you we made reservations for June, July, and August?
Oh, you did July too?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I didn't know.
Okay, well, when you go out in June, make sure you test the air conditioner.
Okay.
For sure.
Right.
And the other side, same way. So I cut a board for the other side.
Okay.
I stopped short of just cutting a whole sheet. The middle is fine.
Also, I reserved your recommended
with
spot
plywood
at Lake of the
against that
Pines.
linoleum, I was afraid that if you got any water in there, that it would start rotting that board.
It's really good, because literally, like, it's a spot.
So everything in here is y'all's.
Playground's like, hey, the bathrooms.
I left, this is the old sink. It doesn't work anymore. But rather than pulling that one out, if you wanted to purchase another sink, you could just use this as part, or throw this away. That's the only reason I included it. Your tire iron, it turns out it is specific, because when we changed the tire, I was like, oh, just grab the one out of the car.
Yeah.
You need this. Here's your set of pliers, because you always need string for something.
Right.
This is your converter, so you can plug your power and then it goes to a 3-prong. Some tape, because you always need tape. Do you remember me talking about this goes on the side of the trailer over here for draining your sink water out? Okay. Another converter. You have a sink or a water spigot on the side of your trailer. I just plug right into that, but this came with the trailer, and you can make it go to. I don't know how to use it. Okay, so this is what I was telling you guys about. This is a pressure converter. So the pressure coming out of the faucets is usually out of the ground is usually higher than the trailer likes. This steps it down.
Okay.
And so I do this right at the water source, and then run a hose to the trailer, and then you can run a secondary hose for washing hands or doing whatever you want, and then it has a nice valve where you can cut those on and off. So that's that. Extra light bulb for the trailer on the back, trailer lights. And some zip ties, because you always need zip ties. And the last thing are these are all tent stakes. When you pull the awning out, you'll need to stake out the awning to hold it steady. So there's a whole bunch of these in there. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Got it all recorded?
Got it.
Awesome.
Kim, it's going to get exciting. Hang on.
Chocks for all the wheels. All right. Those 3 are your awning.
All of a sudden, just sitting there.
I can show you that. There's 3 tarps here. We got into a situation at Lake of the Pines where the wind was brutal, and we ended up just wrapping those around some stuff to where we had an enclosed space. There's 3 tarps. That's actually 2 hoses back to back, so you could have, like I was saying, one going to the trailer and one going somewhere else. They're super old. You can throw them away if you don't like them. And then an electrical extension cord, so you can plug that one into the end of that one if you're 50 feet from the electrical source, and then continue to run that out. It's just a big extension cord.
Okay.
And then your blue water drain one, because most campsites don't like you to drain right out on the ground, so you can drain it into that blue one and then dump it on the ground when nobody's watching. But don't record that.
No, let's go.
Okay? Everything makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Those doors right there will allow you to get in and out of the bay once it's closed, because once the trailer's opened up, you ain't getting back in. So I would just periodically, since this is cracked a couple of times and we've had to recaulk it, I would just check this.
Except for here, right, Howard? You can, when you say you can't get in,
Yes,
you can
for
just get
sure
in
you can get
quick
in right
things,
there.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's, I'm always in and out of this
Okay.
thing to get anything out of that tray.
Okay.
I'm always doing stuff there, it seems like.
Have you ever done that? You ever close it out and open stuff and go,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like for marshmallow sticks, like, oh, I forgot to get the marshmallow sticks. Or one day I wanted to get something that was actually way over there. I had to kind of crawl.
I was gonna say, I'd just send Carson.
You'd have to send it.
right?
Because I clearly would not fit. Okay, so next step is just undo. There's 4 latches on the trailer itself.
Carson, you want to come help?
So just
Oh,
in-
go all the way
just in
around?
corners. Okay. And then this is keyed, and it has the open thing, so you don't try to crank it too hard one way. It's not working, because
You said it takes some good pressure, right?
should clip there. It's got to go through that pin and all the way up to there.
That has to be flush.
There
There we go.
You know it's going.
When you hear that sound, you know.
You hear the ratchet. 71 turns. Just so you know. And you should watch as it's going up, making sure all 4 corners. You don't want one end to not go up, because then you'll.
Just make sure they're all rising
Yeah,
at the
you
same
just want
time.
them all to go up. Almost there. It'll just stop.
Okay.
There you go.
It stops.
71.
It's 71. Like, I start counting it. Sometimes I'm like, good grief, I've got to be close. All right. So then you can just pull your slides out. So you can just,
The bed, you mean?
yeah, just
Okay.
go up the metal. Pull those out.
And one side was a little.
This one's the easy one.
Okay.
You'll just stop. Yep. And then you get underneath with your back
Oh, yeah.
and you pull these down. And then it goes. Okay.
So the license plate side is the easy side, the tire side. The other one's
Yeah, the slide
okay.
comes out. It's super easy. Then you just slide these, not super far, kind of half. Like you could do it all like that,
Yep.
all the way down, and then you wouldn't be able to really open it up. So, kind of halfway.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Now I got
And
pull.
Oh, is there more?
Yeah, it's the
Oh, the-
on, so it actually stays on. The little hooks under here, see the black?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So you run around and you find.
That's a good job for a kid.
Oh, yeah, right?
And then when you're closing the trailer up, somebody has to go through and undo
Unhook
those.
them.
I think we're missing a hook on a couple of them,
Yeah, but it can go
but
around.
you can still get all the other ones.
Yep.
That was Meredith's job. When she was young, she was like, I'll go and do all
That's
those
awesome.
hooks, and that was his job, or her job.
Oh, it's on the
You
outside.
get Camden hooked
They're
up.
right there.
Oh, those. Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll video Anderson.
It's okay. I get it. Thank you.
It just keeps it like.
I was looking for the plastic hook that was on the.
Yeah,
Well,
it
some
keeps
of
it
the-
from
like I
like
said, some
anything
of the
like a
hooks may
critter
not
or
be
a
there.
bug or
Cool.
it makes it feel tighter.
Good.
Okay, so now the front.
Okay.
What's that? Well, normally you would have it unhitched. Do you want me to unhitch it? Like, I'm not driving away with it.
Right. Might as well.
Okay.
Put this on video.
Okay.
So, this is just a spring clip,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'll snap into place. So pretty straightforward.
How many turns?
I don't know if he's counting that one.
Depending on the.
This one's never too horrible. Okay, do you have the key? This is broken, but I still put the
Where'd that come from?
Into the.
Oh,
so
there,
that this
okay.
doesn't get a bunch of dirt in it and stuff. I think it's the smaller silver key. I think, but I could be wrong. I always confuse them.
Close.
Like I said, I always confuse them.
There it is.
Okay, and then this that pulls out. So I use that so that nobody steals the trailer. It's not probably a high crime trailer. But I do it anyways. That just pulls up. That was the sound of it was running off the truck battery.
Okay.
We got these two carabiners on the side.
Try not to think about the bee over your head.
I hear it.
Yeah, y'all have lots of these over here. And then you just crank that up until it pops off the hitch. Yeah. Ready tighten? Actually, ready loosey.
That bee really likes your sweat, babe.
Okay.
When I was looking at the hitches, I saw. I'm novice to pulling trailers,
Oh, you are? Okay.
but they had these. You probably seen them. They're magnetic poles, like with yellow balls.
No
That
way.
one sticks here, and you put the other one here,
Uh-huh.
and so you can see in your mirrors. You can see the two balls.
No, I
yellow
have not
balls
seen
coming
that.
together.
Oh, that sounds... I'm way behind the times. This is just the cheapest.
Well, no,
It's
these were just little things.
Oh, that you can set there.
They have magnetic bottoms that you could
Oh,
stick one here,
oh,
stick one
that's-
here, just as you're
So
backing
you can
up.
line it up.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I will
I'm like
admit
$30. That might
that might be
that
worth
might
it.
be useful for a.
Do you want me to move the truck out of the way or no?
Sure, dear. Ready? Good catch, dear. There's a book here.
Well, oh yeah, good call. I was hiding your license plate.
You should get a. You should get a big poster put COVID quarantine.
Okay, so grab. This is a little easier if it's two people, but I've done it with myself. Normally,
Whoopsie.
how about I just do that?
Whoa, it's getting away.
Not pushing it
Yep. Or do you want it?
right there.
Okay. Can you go do this to the other side? See how it goes on this side of the wheel?
Cameron, what do you think?
Let him put that other chalk.
Camper. Thanks, bud.
Now we should be able to pull it without. Just feel it stop.
I was feeling pretty strong there for a minute. And I started pulling the trailer.
Yeah. Okay, so you'll notice these. Obviously, I don't have the clips on them. Let's see. Right there. Oh, so I had purchased these to try to fix this problem. It has a little clip on there. You can do that, but then when you run it through there, this
Oh, yeah,
snaps
take it
off.
off.
I've
Okay.
not figured out a good way to do it, which is why it is how it is. But you may be smarter on that stuff. Please.
You got me curious now.
It's like it was riveted. It doesn't have a clip. It's like
Have y'all been talking about the camper? Well, you know, we really haven't. So like this morning when you, I think last night I told him that you guys were coming. So today, because the best way that we could explain it, that I thought was,
Because without that
Peppa
clip,
Pig.
you have to kind of.
they have a camper van. So
You have to kind of
I
like
told
hold
him,
it
I said,
and push it
Miss
in.
Melissa's
yeah,
gonna,
you kind of have to have
they're gonna
two
bring the
people,
camper
one
van.
holding each side.
Let's call it a pop-up. I think he'll dig it next season. So.
Yes, and then it has the same straps underneath.
So the straps go all the way up, all the way around.
It's got a it's got
Okay.
a little hook
Okay.
at the very end.
All right. Oh, yep.
Cool. Takes care of that. So at this point, you can get in the trailer. It's not level. We can before you really do too much more leveling is my phone, dear.
Oh, you have that. You have a leveling app.
Well, this level is not very accurate
Okay.
anymore.
Actually, you have a spare one I just threw in the basket.
No, that one's not good.
This is not super accurate.
Let me add this.
Kimon, you want to peek? You want to look in the door? Look.
It feels like summer today.
So I just set my level on.
A level spot.
Yeah. Goodness, it actually doesn't look too far. Maybe I guess your street is sloping.
A little bit.
Looks like the front can go down a little bit, but I usually just have somebody watch the level.
Okay. That's good.
Okay. So once it's level, then you can come in and you can do the stabilizer jacks.
Oh,
So
yeah.
these you push towards the middle of the trailer, and then they'll pop down. And then you can step on it. You do that, and it's not real secure yet. You then
Yeah, I remember you sticking that in there.
tire iron,
Just a little bit.
and you just give it. You don't want them to be completely off. You don't want this to hold the trailer up off the ground, but you want it to be tight. So you do that all four corners. If you're in a situation where you can't get one of them down, then you can crank the front of it up or down
some
to where
pressure
you
off.
can get to where you do it, and then re-level it. But,
You want to
make
do
sense?
one, babe,
Yeah.
just for fun?
Kind of a pain in the neck to do. Not a huge fan of them. Yeah, see, we're in that spot, so you can't quite get it all the way down. So what you do, you have to unset that one,
Then crank it down.
lower the front end a little bit, then you should be able to pop it.
This is good practice when things
That's why I wanted to
don't
do it.
go.
And then you put this back. The other one should go. Is it stuck too? All right, I had already. Let me lower the front end again. Sorry. Oh, it's on the curb.
Almost. Not quite.
I'm thinking more on the front.
Okay.
It's just probably because you're by that curve.
Oh, well, hold on. It looks like it's extended a little bit. Oh, so, here, push this button. Okay.
Huh.
Let me let me put the front end back up, and that'll come much closer.
All right.
How am I doing, Noah? That's probably a good lesson on that one.
Yep.
When you put it away, just make sure those are all the way compressed.
Okay.
Because I remember what I was doing at the last time, but the kids put the trailer all the way for me the last time. And my guess is they just popped it up. And that extra 3 inches is problematic.
Does make a significant difference. Yeah.
Okay. So now the trailer is, I know we're
One more,
missing
but-
one jack, but like
Level and stable.
it's stable. So now when you're inside, it's not rocking around a bunch. If it is rocking around, then just come outside and tighten your jacks just a little
Sure.
bit. I mean, you are on a trail. You will feel movement, but if it's like the ocean, no.
Keep tweaking.
This is your input on the water. So I just put my hose straight to that. Okay. This is the drain. That's still there, actually, the word drain, which is nice. That's where I put the blue bucket below, and then the little black elbow goes right there, and then it just
All right.
eyeball it to go into the bucket.
The blue.
It's just so the park rangers don't yell at you.
That feeds into the blue bin, right?
Yes. This, if you're dry camping somewhere, it has a tank underneath, so you can, before you go camping, you can fill your tank with water. You can go dry camp somewhere, so you won't have electricity, but you can do that. And then there on the faucet, the handle that turns it on and off is actually a pump. And so instead of turning it on, you pump the water out of your. We've never used that feature, so.
I can't imagine
I
us
can't
being at
see
a
us.
campsite like that,
Okay.
but it is good to know.
Well, I'm just letting.
Yep. Let
If
us
you're
know.
wondering what is
what
that
that
other
thing?
right there. Right. All this makes sense so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I always make a habit of whenever I use either the jack or the crank. The crank sometimes I'll leave on the back so that it's always there, but I always try to make a habit of putting it back, because one of these times I'm going to drive away with that dumb thing in the back of there, and it's going to be 3 miles down the road and you'll never see it again. Keys. Do you have them?
Do.
You feel free to use the purple
So-
chair. All right.
That. It's the gold. The gold
Oh, the
key
gold.
is the trailer. Opens any of the trailers, and then turn the. It has a little catch here, so it doesn't swing back at you.
Cool.
The step, and then.
Howard, don't you wish I would have videoed the last time?
No, this is fine.
It wasn't
I
so
don't-
hot.
I don't mind going through this.
We appreciate it.
So you make sure you unclick this, because if you don't and you try to flip this back over, it'll pinch the hose, and you don't want to do that. So as you flip this over, you just sort of watch those hoses make sure they're feeding back into their spot.
Okay.
Once you close it, if you're connected to electricity, now the electricity will work. Once that opens up, it kills all the electricity in the.
Because when you showed us the stuff on the other side, are you hooking up with the water and electricity before you're coming in? Typically,
No, I usually get everything done and then hook it up to water and electricity.
Okay.
Just so they don't make a mistake and do something stupid, which I'm not gonna say I still won't make a mistake and do something stupid. Okay, this shelf. There's no good way to do this other than with my rear end.
all right, I'll go this way. I'll see how Camden's doing.
Or give it to Brian.
Oh yeah, babe.
Which way am I?
Like there you go. Like.
So, the shelf is, if you remember, goes back on the back of the sink.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the extra shelf piece. It needs to lay this way, otherwise the sink won't go back down. So, back is down and the top is towards the door. And you sort of have to twist it to get it out.
Okay.
It just sits right there.
Thank you, Mr. Cox.
And it's up to you whether you put the other shelf in.
It's very handy.
It's super
Yes,
handy,
we
but
would.
it also restricts kind of. So this was the. So if you had to pump your water, normally this is just on off for your water. But if you had to pump it, you can do that.
So what else would it restrict for this? If you said we did the other one.
Oh, that's the only thing. Like,
Oh, that's it.
It's
Okay.
not.
yeah, it's just if you put it in here,
Yeah. Yes, I think it would be handy.
then like getting your head in here to brush your teeth or something. So
Okay.
But we use all
It's
that
totally
shelf.
worth it, right? The space.
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's totally worth it. Yeah, we put, bathroom bags or keys, wallet,
Yeah.
whatever. It can just sit up here and it's out of the way. The drain plug screws in.
Okay.
Very useful, except for like once you arrive, undo it. But like that way, if you do have water in the drain pipe, if you screw that down, it doesn't come back in when you flip it over, and you get water everywhere.
Okay.
So I do
Plug it.
lock that down. Yes. Refrigerator, as far as I know, it works.
Yeah, we've used it last time we came.
We don't. Oh, we did use it last
It was
time.
on.
Okay, so
I put milk in it.
I can confirm it does work. It's not super big, but it does work. These are just storage. This is your propane line. If you want to use this inside, you'd have to turn the propane on the front of the trailer on. And then there is right here. So you feed it through, and then there's just a quick connect right there.
Okay.
I don't think we might have used it once, but
That really cold time in Oklahoma, I think we did.
okay. So
I used it.
we can
Otherwise, you
confirm.
guys can-
Well,
Yeah.
we have other stoves
Okay.
that we just do out on the
Yeah.
picnic table.
Just more storage.
I just leave this.
It also doubles as a sauna in the summertime.
What?
This inside this
It's a
camper.
sauna.
I would buy a little fan.
I'm
In
just
addition to the
just being honest. Okay, so for expanding the ends, we put these to where they point to where we want them to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this one would go which way?
Which way is it pointing, bud? There we
Correct. So take this one and clip it between the screws.
See the
Yep.
screws?
And then just push.
go. Like Bo Peep.
And then it just clicks right into there. That's it. That's all there is to it.
Cool.
And then you do the same on the other end.
All right.
I know.
fairly operational with the exception of the door
Oh yeah.
and the table. Oh yeah, the table.
Yeah. Show them how to use the table because they only get 4 people.
Okay. So why don't you stand over there, Brian?
All right.
And then, can you see?
Yep.
Okay, so it has 2 snaps up here that hold the door in place, and then this other clip right here, which is not engaged. So focus on that. But this is how it would travel, is with that clicked and those 2. So when you're taking it down, kind of one person job is you unclip those. Can you pull that clip right there? Just pull it down. And then
Just goes. It stays in the track. Oh.
and you want it to be just inside the trailer. There's a little tray right there that it sits in. Just like that. Now, if you'll notice, it's actually a good example. There's 2 clips that hold the door in place.
Okay.
I can't see either one of them. It's a problem. So what you do is you have to raise the trailer slightly. There it is. I don't think I had it all the way into the track either at the bottom. But they just
Okay.
twist sideways.
Have to get it.
And then the last piece is there's Velcro. So this has a Velcro strip. And whoever's outside just attaches the Velcro to the door. And that makes it pretty much weatherproof.
Cool. Bug free for.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. That side lined up perfectly. This side white match up. That's
Did you take Miss Melissa, Mr. Howard, to drink?
okay.
Howard, you want a beverage? Can you drink something?
I've actually got a Yeti cup that's got some cold water in it that I'm going to grab in just a second. So the last thing Melissa told me I had to do the table, which I would have forgotten. So this is our old foam. If you don't like sleeping on our old foam, you can go away.
Yes. There we go. Yeah. Okay.
Taking this. Moving the clips on the door.
Yep.
And you just walk it back over your head.
And you may have to help him hold one end so he can snap it.
Careful pushing in the middle of the door because that latch doesn't work too well.
I'm not. Look above you. There's a clip. See
Yeah.
this hole right there.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to guide this. What about these things?
There we go.
Nice.
Now we're in.
Okay. Don't move it.
Strap her in.
Hey, Camden, where you going? Camden, come here, buddy. Oh, you want to ride? Hey, Carson, will you help him out?
Oh, we can do this in a
No,
minute.
you're good.
Okay.
Get your staffs.
You have to show it.
Yeah, I will. Will you close our truck door so he may need help getting down the driveway, it's so steep.
Ooh, that hole's hot.
Is it?
And it faces this way, so we're going to keep
Right.
it facing this
Okay.
way.
Get one down there so it doesn't run as
Up.
wide.
Oh, we didn't zip up.
Oh, you're
Pull-
right. Sorry, we
push
had
the-
those open for air.
Yeah,
Oh,
you'll
did
want
you?
them
Oh.
zipped.
Just this side?
Both.
Yeah.
Oh, both sides?
Well, just this end though.
Oh.
Good call.
See, I was reversing what Howard and I. Oh,
That's
Awesome.
good.
Thank
oh,
you.
that was good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Oh yeah. Were you so jazzed when your dad built that?
Large can.
Okay.
Yeah.
The back end or the end to your left has to go down first.
Past the underneath the.
There's a little plastic bar, or so. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I want you to do it because it makes more sense when you do it.
And those two metal bars, Brian, the poles can't overlap each other. They have to,
Oh, okay.
or it won't close.
Gotcha.
Yep, that'll work. Because the bed slides right over it.
Okay.
So it would catch on the pole.
Disengage the electric.
Yeah.
According to my precise calculations, we're done in.
I think so.
He snapped down the thing off the pipes.
Yes, he did.
Yep. Do a little bit of a lift to it. You don't need to keep
Oh,
it.
no, okay.
Let's see, it
Yeah.
won't lock until you do a little bit of a lift. You were doing it right. See that? That's there. There we go.
Oh,
And then it'll snap.
Okay.
Okay, so what's next?
Unhook these things. Right?
Yeah, good. That's an easy one to forget.
Hey, Quincy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to balance these as we slide it in.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, easiest if you just go ahead and push until they get almost to the edge of the trailer. And then you have to, if you're doing it with two people, you can use one arm in there. If two
Okay.
people makes it a little bit easier. Yep. You'll get to where you can
We'll have some good practice this
Right.
summer in the heat.
Hopefully it's not too terribly